Taurus, hi. So this is going to be a reading for April 29th through May 5th. And I'll take a look into your recent past, your current energies, and your immediate future. And then I'll close it off with a couple of cards from the universe for you. And these are general readings, so they may not resonate for all of you. If they do, there is an extended. At the end of the video, you can check out the link for that in the description box below if you want. Let's see, Taurus. All right, the overall energy for the reading, the Ace of Swords. You want to do something here. You want to start some sort of action here. It feels good. It feels like it's coming from a place of, I really want to do this. So, okay. In the recent past, the Hierophant, the Queen of Pentacles, the Ten of Wands. That's an energy of self-love, and it's looking like you're showing me you had a hard time with this energy, in the sense of maybe you were pulled towards you a lot and kind of wanting to give a lot to yourself, and you had a hard time doing that. Maybe there were other energies pulling at you and things like that, where it's looking very, very difficult. But it's very intense too, the energy, in terms of it's definitely there. You would have definitely felt it. Okay. In the current situation, the Four of Cups, the Queen of Wands, the Seven of Cups. Potentially a little upset about some choices you may have made in regards to someone. Or there seems to be a little regret tied up to it. Like, you know, things could have gone this way instead of this way. You know what I mean? So it's kind of looking a little bit like that. In the immediate future, the Ten of Swords, the Page of Wands, the Knight of Cups. This is an energy of resurrection, almost like coming back from the dead kind of a thing. It shows up as definitely a desire in terms of bringing something up that looks like it was potentially done at some point, or very close to being done. But it looks like a rebirth kind of a process to a situation. So, okay, let's clarify. Let me do the Ace of Swords. The Ten of Wands, the Seven of Swords, the Six of Wands. What? You're giving me the sense of wanting to do something really, really badly, but whenever you get close to doing it, you back away and almost like feeling good about it, but from the distance. So that tells me that you're not doing this, whatever it is. So, oh man, you're so close to doing it. It's like, okay, this time I'm going to go do it. And then it's like, no, I'm not going to do it. I'm just going to go further and further away from this action. And I'm going to feel good from there, living vicariously through the thought of acting on something. I don't know. It's pretty interesting how it shows up. So, okay. Even though you're showing up quite strong in this energy of doing something, I don't think so with the energies I'm seeing here. You know, but you're very, very close to doing something. I don't know what. But anyways, in the recent past, for the Hierophant, you get the Six of Swords, the Tower, the Nine of Swords. Whew, that's a lot of charge. That's a lot of energy that is pulling away from your energy. That's a lot of stress. A lot of, I don't even know what it is, but it doesn't feel good at all. Where I see you, your soul, your essence, and you're being pulled at. You whatever is pulling at you is pulling you further and further away from yourself. You know what I mean? So it's not pleasant at all. Let me do the Queen of Pentacles. The Queen of Wands, the Ten of Cups, the Ace of Wands. Again, giving me this living vicariously through something. Because the one thing that did you good during this period of time where you were being pulled apart, basically, was whoever this Queen of Wands is to you. I don't know who they are. but they were a reminder to pull yourself back to you, you know? So I don't see them there next to you necessarily. I just see them as an energy that pulls you back to you, or is helping you to remember that. You know what I mean? So again, that part of living vicariously through this energy kind of shows up again. Living from this perspective of feeling good about yourself. You know what I mean? Not living like, okay, you know, live my life kind of a deal. Well, to some extent. To some extent. Okay, so something really did you good here through quite the not so good times. For the 10 of Wands in the recent past, you get the King of Cups, the Moon, the Page of Swords. This is where this action right here is starting to show up. The idea, the desire to take some action here is starting to form. It's starting to come to the surface. And it's coming from your heart. It's because slowly but surely your heart does start to open up, and then it's kind of like following my heart in a direction, and then this idea of taking some action is starting to show up. But it's very little and very hidden from the surface. So it's not consciously wanting to take action on something. It's just the energy of it starts to be born, basically. It's also very, very difficult, because if you're going through those kinds of energies, anything is going to show up as being difficult, especially when your heart is going to pull you away from something you're involved in directly. And even if it's not pleasant, you still kind of have to deal with it. So you're kind of thrown in the battle there. You know what I mean? So your heart is trying to pull you out of that battle into the direction that's right for you. So that in itself is going to be difficult to listen to. As to the 4 of Cups in the current situation, the Ace of Cups, the 2 of Cups, the 2 of Wands. Yeah, you're there's a lot of regret that surrounds this energy. You're very upset, first of all, that things went down in the way that they did, which I don't know what way that is, but I'm assuming not a great way if you're upset. When you're showing me the alternative, they could have gone in the opposite direction of that. Things could have turned out good, you know, but they didn't. And then we get to this Queen of Wands character, whoever this is, that, wow. For the Queen of Wands, you get the 9 of Cups, the Page of Cups, the Wheel of Fortune. Yeah. There's still, the energy is aligning with what I saw in the past, where you're showing up in the past as living vicariously through that energy. Now it's closer to your heart in the sense of almost aligning perfectly with what this Queen of Wands, whoever they are, represent to you. So the energy almost wants to come to the surface in the sense of, okay, you know, you can live vicariously all you want, but how about living, you know, through this energy? Because it looks pretty good. It looks pretty darn good. There's a whole lot of love in there. And it's almost coming through as like a destined kind of a situation, written in stone, written in the stars kind of a deal. I don't know. It's very light too. It's not one of those, oh my God, this is such a deep connection kind of a thing. Not that it's not deep, but it's coming through as very light, almost like exactly what you need, especially at this point in time, you know? So, yeah. Pretty deep, but when you choose to go deep, that's when things get very, very complicated very fast. For the 7 of Cups, you get the 5 of Swords, the Empress, the Queen of Swords. Yeah, because you don't want to go deep with this one. It's good. It's light. It feels good. It's okay. The minute you go deeper to look into this energy and to allow yourself to feel from a deeper perspective, you're coming in with no. I want to stay in control of my emotions here. I don't want for things to fly around like, you know, whatever kinds of energies. Nah, I'll be in control. Which is showing up as a very deceptive energy, because ultimately you're not going to be in control. Whether it's light, whether you go in deeper, you're never in control, basically. You know, it's a false sense of control that you may think you have over this, over how you truly feel. You know? So But I see you looking for all sorts of ways to prove to you that, yes, I am in control. I am in control. I control my emotions. I control how I feel. Of course you control it if you refuse to go into the depths of things, you know. But how does that serve you? You know. Let's do the 10 of Swords in the immediate future. You get the 4 of Swords, the Emperor, the 6 of Cups. Yeah, you're coming through way better than before in your energy, in the sense of, I don't know what went down over there. And I don't see it as, oh, something big happened and it took you down. No. I kind of get the sense that that was more of like an extended period of time where you had it potentially quite rough, and you may have come to that realization of that period of time later on, not as it was happening. You know what I mean? Because you're showing up like a different Taurus, like, you know, like I'm coming back. I'm back up to the surface again. It's kind of a suppressed energy in there where it held you in a place of pretty low frequencies there, from what I can see and feel. Where again, when you were experiencing those energies, you were not necessarily aware of them. But at some point in time, you started to come to the surface more and more, where you started to realize, okay, where am I coming from? This? Really? You know? So you're definitely stepping into your power more and more here. And just coming back better than before you went in there. For the Page of Wands in the immediate future, you get the Strength card, the King of Pentacles, the Sun. There's an attachment to your energy there, and it's a good one. It's a great one. And in some cases, it's going to be a person. In other cases, it's going to be something else. It's just the energy of it, and it feels strong, it feels big, and it feels very resonant with yours, like that perfect match in energy. You know what I mean? So looks really, really nice. The minute you start coming back, you also potentially start to acknowledge this, whatever this is, tied up to you. I'm not convinced that there's anything going on. It's just a lot of aha moments around this. It's not, even though the reading started with the sense of action, we kind of established that that was potentially born but not in place yet. Let's do the Knight of Cups. In the immediate future, you get the Knight of Cups again, the 5 of Cups, the Page of Pentacles. There's love and there's regret. There could be potential regret over time lost or something. Because as I said, as you're coming more and more to the surface and back to self, even in a better way than before, you could be coming to the realization of wherever you were at in this period of time, through all of this, you could be looking back at it as a sense of potential regret and time lost. Which that's not the case. That period of time right there helped you get here. You know, there's no time lost. There's just gained experience, basically. But without that, you couldn't have gotten to this place. You know what I mean? Where you feel stronger, where you feel more secure, and where you feel more aligned with your heart. You have to experience the opposite of that to be able to kind of appreciate, you know, this, where you're coming from, where you're coming to, where you're coming from to where you're coming to. So, I don't know, to me, it's not time lost. To you, there seems to be quite the regret in there over this period of time. Let me see what the universe has. The High Priestess, the Chariot, the 8 of Swords. And you feel guided a lot, you know, you feel like there's signs from the universe and all sorts of things, and things are starting to align more and more. Your intuition is right there, stronger than ever. But there's a close collaboration between your intuition and the universe at this time. and it kind of freaks you out a little bit. It's kind of scary. It's kind of like, what the hell is going on? Because as I said, you're looking like you're coming from one extreme and moving to the other. And it's going to be intimidating and it's going to be scary, you know, especially when you're coming from a place where you thought you were in the right place into that whole just feeling it all together and just connecting to your heart to such extent that you just know that now you're in the right place, you know. So it could be very, very confusing at this point for you. Try not to give too much power to your mind at this time, because it's going to take you all over the place, all over the map here. It's just because they're two very opposite energies that you feel this way. But allow yourself to feel that rather than think about it, because if you start thinking about it, it'll get complicated again. I don't think you want complicated anymore. I don't know. It's just a guess. But anyways, that's what I have for you. Hope this helped, and I'll see you next time. Bye.